Hey there, how are you doing? Well, in today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 time management mistakes that people do in the effort to go about managing their time. I'm not talking about people who basically are indisciplined people or who love procrastinating tasks. I'm going to be talking about people who do take a lot of efforts, but unfortunately don't end up managing their time well. So this video is for professionals. This video is for entrepreneurs. This video is for students. In fact, this video is for anybody who wants to make a worthwhile of the time that they have in hand. So without any further ado, let's jump into the first mistake. And the first mistake is time estimation. Look, all of us know by now that if you got to manage time well, you got to have some task management system or some to-do list needs to be created and you got to schedule your task. Now, people do schedule their task but still get it wrong. And the area that they get it wrong is estimating how much time will this activity take. Now, there are several sub points in the estimation. I'm going to list down the most relevant and the most frequent ones that I have encountered with my staff and my team. The first one is sequencing. A lot of time what happens is, say I want to write a proposal. Now to write a proposal for a client, I need several pieces of information and that's going to come from several people. I need the IT guys to tell me what are the man hours required on what module. Then I also need to understand what is the billing address of the client and who am I supposed to address the proposal to. If all of these components are not there with me when I really need it at the time of writing the proposal, I am going to end up investing more time than otherwise. It's like I would write the whole proposal and now I'm not able to send it because guess what? I don't have the number of hours that IT guys are going to give me. So I got to then ask the IT guys. The IT guys will take its own sweet time, which by the way is making me wait. And that wait time is not something that I have estimated. So it's important that when you do your scheduling, you schedule the tasks that you want other people to help you with. So I would go about telling the IT guy much in advance and then I will schedule myself to write a proposal. The second reason why time estimation goes wrong is because people don't leave any buffers. People don't leave or are not able to see or foresight the little things that come in the way. Like for example, when I come to my office, I'm in Mumbai and there are a lot of parking issues here. So a lot of times I do not end up getting the parking. So if I have a meeting that is scheduled, I always make sure that I keep a half an hour buffer just in case if I don't get parking. Of course, it happens twice in 10 times, but what if that twice is happening at the time that I have the meeting? So always have that buffer time created. Things can break. You can have your computer not starting, you can have your internet go off. You got to have that little thing ka buffer time kept in your schedule. Point number 2 is called break time. Now a lot of this happens with my team. I have witnessed that because some of my team members, specifically consultants, get so involved in the task that they forget to take breaks. Now it's not conscious with them that while they don't take breaks and they're continuing to do the work, their efficiency is declining. And our kind of tasks, specifically what consultants do, require a lot of thinking. So by the time they reach the 8th or the ninth task, their efficiency has reduced so much that if that task is scheduled for half an hour, it will take no time for them to make it a 45 minutes or a 1 hour task. And that reduces the number of things that they had scheduled and the number of things that they can do therefore. So what's important is to use the Pomodoro technique. If you don't know what that is, I have done a video on that. The link will appear somewhere here. Go have a look at that. And that is how you go about managing your time. You must take breaks. Having said this, a lot of times I've also seen people making two errors. Either they take a lot of breaks, which means that there is more break than the work time. And that kind of gets the mind set to becoming calm, composed, and not wanting to think and work, which is bad because if you take too many breaks, then when you come back to the work, chances are you will take time to get into the groove. And too little break means you've not actually reset your brain. It's still tired and in fatigue. So while you've taken the break, it's not refreshed you to come back and hit your efficiency right on the word go. So mistake number 3 is called lack of skills or tools or both. A lot of times I have seen in my consulting journey of 10 years that people do not have skills, because of which they are either estimating the time incorrectly or they end up making mistakes and then correcting, which again means that the estimated time they've gone much beyond that. I'll give you an example. One of my current clients uses Excel to do a lot of things. One of the things that they do is use Excel to give pricing to their dealers. Now there are several dealers that they have, so the Excel sheet is managed so poorly that they have to go through like hundreds of Excel sheet to come up with, oh, what pricing had I given to which dealer. When you upskill or when you train the people on Excel, this whole task can be done in half the time. And again, it's the entrepreneur's mindset. When we told the entrepreneur you got to train your people on Excel, they said it's going to be expensive. Well, answer to that is no, it's not going to be, because if they take half an hour to do one task with training and with understanding of the skill and the tools required, they will be able to do that task in 15 minutes, which technically means they are going to double up on the amount of work that they do, which also means that you probably require only 50% of your stuff. I had a client who had broken keyboards in their premise, and every time the person had to submit something, had to press enter twice, thrice, or even press enter in a specific way for the entries to go through. Now, if that's the kind of infrastructure you're going to have, then obviously everything is going to get delayed. So give them the right skills and the right tools, and the time that you are going to save will automatically pay for the amount of money that you invest in skills and tools. Now, the fourth mistake or the fourth solution is called take the monkey off your back. Now, this I say to all my consulting clients and all my team members also. There are three things that I tell them. First, if you want information from anybody, or if you want to give tasks to anybody, get that done first. So if you have like 100 things to do, you segregate the task that you need to give to somebody else. You need information from somebody else. Shoot out those emails, give those tasks to start with. Once those tasks are given, then it is for them to go about completing that task. They are not waiting for you to give them orders, and then you start with your own stuff. So by the time you finish, chances are those tasks will get completed and you are going to end a very productive day. The second thing is, where you require meetings with somebody, you got to take appointments in advance. If you block people's time, then the last minute waiting because they haven't blocked their time and because they are involved in something else and you are waiting for them is going to reduce, if not eliminate. The third thing that you got to do is say no to any last minute meetings. Now, while you book everybody's appointment, make it a habit for people to book your appointment too. If the appointment is booked, the time is blocked, then you have a correct estimation of how much time is left for the other tasks so that you don't overschedule yourself. Take the monkey off your back and do some preliminary work before you actually get into doing your work, independent work. Point number 5 is called self-management. Now, this does not only have benefits in time management, but also overall in your life. Now, there are several things that you got to do to manage yourself better. But in this context, when you come to your office, you got to be fresh, active, and ready to work. That's what I mean by self-management. Now, to do that, one thing that is extremely important is good sleep. If you've not slept very well, chances are you're going to come to the office lethargic, and that will have impact on how much time you take to get work done. A lot of times when I don't sleep, I end up doing nothing the entire day. I keep postponing the task because I don't feel like. The second thing is work out really well. When you work out really well, you kind of wind up your day very well and you get good sound sleep. The third thing is eat very well. If you eat very well, you will be able to work out very well and therefore be able to sleep very well, and your energies are going to be balanced. If you're somebody who's into meditation, doesn't mean that you meditate for half an hour or 1 hour. If you're into meditation, meditate for 5-10 minutes a day. Just keep calm, relax. Don't use digital platforms like your mobile phone or social media, and give yourself that break. Be with yourself, enjoy your own company, and that will re-energize you. That will make you feel fresh and ready to take on the world. So I hope with all of these 5 mistakes that we've discussed, you are going to be able to manage your time really well and be more productive, add more value to your customers, your office, your boss, or your teacher, or your own self, and do better in life. So if you like this video, please hit a big fat thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, smash it, and hit the bell icon. Until we meet next time, all you fine people, keep managing your time really, really well, and all you fine people, keep propelling.